All right, we're in for a very exciting losers finals match between Chybycolo and NECROMANCER. I'm very excited for this one. Uh, been root- all th- Both these players have been to all three tournaments, and both of them have had head-to-heads. I think Chybycolo is higher on the head-to-heads right now, but it's always an interesting fight. And I know Chybycolo has been saying that they've been a little bit out of practice lately. So if there's ever been a chance for NECROMANCER to face this bracket demon of theirs, this would be the time. Um, the two Archidons fighting with some player controls with a dead spawn in there, but that's not going to make a huge difference. All that matters is that NECROMANCER has to keep taking these shots while spacing himself. And the tower control immediately goes to Chybycolo, which is okay. We got a decent miner base being built over here. But Chybycolo is not stopping with the pushing. Deads are being sent in left and right, and these pot shots, the miners, are pretty nasty. And these undead are also taking hits over here. But the undeads are dead pretty quickly by the miners themselves. Some haste is used to hopefully get some more cash back. 5% at Geico. I don't know. I don't even think that was the same. Yeah, I haven't even looked at the deck so much, but Chybycolo is using ninjas this time. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Ninjas, archers, and Speartons. Okay. Whoa, we got a thunderstorm happening over here. Thunderstorm used simply on one unit, but when it's a player-controlled Chybycolo unit, that's worth it. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. NECROMANCER was able to push Chybycolo away from the tower, regaining that control. Chybycolo is trying to absorb as many hits as possible while shots are being shot towards the archers. An arrow shield has happened from NECROMANCER. Good idea. Keeping the castle archers at bay. The undead taking some shots. The ninjas are coming in, though. Ooh, I'd love to see it. Love to see player-controlled ninjas. There's nothing more 2012 cool than player-controlled ninjas. Look at them running in. Those archers are mad scared. But also spacing themselves well to make sure they're still getting hits. Tower, it's tough to say who tower belongs to right now, but it's going right back to NECROMANCER either way. 5 archers being sent over here. I don't know if Chybycolo currently has the units to combat archers. He's going to need a lot more Speartons or a lot more ninjas. But then again, yeah, he's got that player control just down. That's the consistent thing with all the top players. They've got the player control down. But oh my gosh, so many archers. One ninja can't take out all those. And yeah, the undead are simply not doing anything in this case scenario. And time kind of repeats itself. We saw a lot of dead spam in the early matches, even by both of these players, I believe. But this time, it's like, nope, no dead spam. Once you get to top level play, I think that just becomes less viable. Ooh, we got arrows being shot, as well as the arrow shield, which is going to help with the castle archers, but doesn't help against the ninjas going in for the sneaky kills. Oh my gosh, this ninja is putting in the work, always sending the archers back. NECROMANCER knows it. He knows that he's got to just not let all his archers die to that. Arrows being shot towards this guy. Ooh, we got lightning coming in. It's going to hit this one Spearton for sure, but it looks like not very many other people. Probably more damage wanting to be done with that, as pot shots are taking out some of those archers. But NECROMANCER has done a really good job at maintaining constant pressure. It's not too extreme pressure, but it's constant. Ooh, and we got a full send of Speartons coming through. The problem is that the archers can just walk while shooting backwards, especially when one of them is user controlled. Ooh, but the Speartons are going all the way. We got 2 ninjas now with some haste movement, which is pretty exciting. Is that what gave them that haste? Boost miner speed? Well, or maybe they just have I don't know. I don't fully know ninjas that well. Look at all these archers. That's crazy. Just as Chybycolo gains control of the tower a little bit, this Archidon spam is just going to be really difficult to combat. Especially when Chybycolo didn't buy any arrow shields like NECROMANCER did. Ooh, Thunder's coming out at a horrible spot for Chybycolo, taking multiple hits towards the ninjas. It looks like it could have been worse, though, because Chybycolo kept moving forward. It didn't get a ton of hits on him, which is good. The ninjas are coming in to try to take out some of these archers, but there's just so many of them. But theoretically, if that small little push can be replicated, without units dying, technically none of the units died when on the retreat. If Chybycolo can keep that up, I think you can kill more archers than the archers can kill him, which is pretty impressive. So many archers, that is insane. Oh my gosh, I only just now realized that's the only unit, the only offensive unit that Necromancer is using. What a wild strat. And it might be common right now, I don't know, but it's wild to me. Look at all these Speartons, though. I don't know. If you only have Archidons, what you're saying is you have one consistent weakness, you know? So Chybycolo can really capitalize on whatever that Archidon's weakness is. That could be good. This is really a back and forth tug of war match, though. And we got some tower damage going on, some early tower damage, not bad. Now, for those of you who don't know, this rarely comes into play, but we do have a 15-minute time limit on the matches. If a player has a tower that's more damage at the 15-minute mark than the other player, then that player wins. So they got to be mindful of that too. I don't think that's ever gone into play, but we're 6 minutes in now, you know, so we're approaching halfway of the 15-minute mark. Yeah, so many ninjas here, but they're just really hurt, and it looks like there's not easy regen in Chybycolo's deck. But they're going back to the tower, maybe to maintain control, or maybe they're doing a full push. Looks like they're maintaining control. Okay, so the tide has turned a little bit, applying the pressure to the Archidons. Thunder's coming out. Ooh, that might take out some ninjas who are pretty low health. They take some hits. No one died, though. Hopefully these Speartons can continue to take the arrows as the ninjas keep sending backwards to make sure that they don't get in the front lines, hit all those arrows. Oh, man, the Speartons coming in to deal a lot of damage to miners as the ninjas are now making their way towards the archers, but no, they're just doing damage straight up to the tower. This is straight up trying to pick off some tower damage. I think Chybycolo lost all of their ninjas there, but look at how many miners died from that push. Despite Necromancer having arguably the stronger army there, it was still a successful push just for the amount of miners killed. And still some ninjas alive, just very low health, and not a lot of units left to buy, or not a lot of space for new units, and they're all being spent on Speartons right now from Chybycolo's side. Miners are being replenished a little slowly but surely on this side. More Archidons being ordered. Ooh, we got a full retreat because we also have a full attack. The Thunder's coming out again, a very strong attack, hitting multiple people. Oh, losing some Speartons from this. Oh, and the electricity continues to go to just knock out a lot of those archers, and then an archer shield is created anyway. But that's still so much tower damage. No minor damage this time, though. They got retreated quick enough. Oh my gosh, Chybycolo throwing a GG. I don't know if that's for them, or I don't know if that's for Necromancer or for... I guess it would be for Necromancer. Yeah, the tower isn't even hurt. It doesn't feel like Necromancer has been playing bad at all. It's just these little pushes to just pick away at statue health. And it's looking at Necromancer's like, I just need to repush, regain that pressure that I had in the early game, because Necromancer was definitely holding the tides in the early game. Even the miners are sent out. The miners are sent out for attack. That could mean just a full-out guns blazing. Maybe Necromancer knows they're going to lose. Oh, but look at that rage being used. Just picking on these poor miners. Some damage being done over to the statue. No more money's left. This is it. This is where the epic finale happens, I believe. I don't think the miner spam is quite enough to get the statue down. Thunder's being used. Wow, this is I think Necromancer is trying to do all that he can without actually resigning. That's what's going on here. We have no miners, though. No miners. This is as big as the army is going to get. The army's not getting any bigger. And Chybycolo is still not pushing. But oh my gosh, look at how nasty those archers are. I mean, the undead aren't anything to be worried about remotely, but still. Maybe it's he's buying more miners. Necromancer's just back in it. He needed that little bit of a push. I don't know, to threaten or scare, or maybe just test the waters. I don't think the push was worth losing the economy for, though. Regaining the tower is good, but you could have done that with just the archers, I think. But we have the army of Spiritans coming in, always the age-old enemy of the Archidon, are the Spiritans. And they're running in. We got some ninjas behind, too. Yeah, this will be the final push, is what I believe. We do have Rage being used, the Arrow Shield, Thunder shooting these Spiritans, but it's just not enough to kill all of them. That's the thing. No matter how many Archidons you have, they can deal a lot of damage to these Spiritans, but it will just take so long. Oh, only a couple of Spiritans remained, but Chybycolo does pull the victory once again. Every time Necromancer goes up against Chybycolo or Potatoes in the old days, it's always an exciting match. They're just such ruthless players, constantly applying pressure at different points in time, regaining that tower control. The amount of times it was like, oh, no, I've got tower. No, I got tower. Very much a tug of war. And at a top level play, what you see often is that like slowly picking away at tower health. But that's what you love to see. Is it's the tides just keep turning until someone just gets just enough damage to make it irreversible. And that means that Chybycolo is actually going to be sent forward towards Jon Snow to have a rematch with Jon Snow in the grand finales